Okay, now an interesting thing that foot-pounds of energy does not take into account is the size of the diameter of a projectile. And it considers bullet weight or mass and velocity of that mass. And it doesn't diameter of the bullet is not a part of the calculation. So that's what, again, kind of gets this kind of fuzzy when you start talking about this entire subject. We're going to watch and complete this video kind of in this manner here for a moment. I wanted to show you what we did with each caliber real quickly and what that looked like.
1390.
1390, almost. Okay, so that was our highest velocity caliber as we tested it, which made the 357 SIG quite interesting. We started with the 32 ACP.
32 ACP, Fiocchi. It's called an XTP HP, hollow point. And looks, let's see if we can make this work out. There we go. There's the look of the round. And it's a Hornaday bullet and made by Fiocchi. Here we go. All right.
Bullseye.
That was a really good shot, by the way, because that was the target, was the crosshairs on the BH logo.
Looks like we're going to find a 32 ACP somewhere, doesn't it?
Okay, I want to stop right here, and I want to just make one quick comment. Distance from the front rib to the back rib on all of these watermelons was about 8.5 to 9 inches. Now, contrary to what you may hear my associates talking about in the video, one that you may hear at some points in the video, one critical concept I think to understand right here in the beginning is with an 8.5 to 9 inch distance in test media, we do want to see exit from the back rib. And if we don't see exit from the back rib, we're really going to be calling that insufficient penetration. So here we go.
Looks that way. No exit wound unless Dave missed. Always a possibility.
I'm right through the bullseye. I think he got the right idea. Looks like we got a hole right here. Whoa!
Hit bone and then stop.
Did I not just see a bullet right here? Yeah, I didn't. It definitely exited right here. That part of it right there. Here. That part of it right there. Yeah, I didn't.
I'll show you right here. We get this to stop right there. That red right there, that's the little red filler in the end of a Hornady hollow point. So we can see that did penetrate along with the hollow point, and that's where it is at.
It definitely exited right here. That part of it right there.
Could be. That's it. That is it. Looks like that's it.
Yep, and we did recover the hollow point. It was right in the edge or the next to the wrapper, and came out a hole in the wrapper, and so it did not per se actually exit. But really, for you guys that have a 32 ACP, based on this test, I don't think you throw it away. I just don't think you ever, with any handgun, think that one shot's going to solve your issues. But you take a look here. That is a performing hollow point. It did what we wanted it to do. I just don't think the penetration is there in this particular loading, in this particular caliber.
Yep.
Okay. We'll do it first. We'll see. Well, okay, not so much. Guys, I think we're going to salvage some of this here for dinner.
As we're going to see as we continue through the calibers, we definitely see a wound channel here. It's rather small, and not a lot of destruction. We didn't have big expectations for the 32 ACP.
There's the travel right there, and then out this side. So, okay, not what we've seen out of the other calibers, is it?
All right, now we're going to run to the 30 Luger.
Arnold. Nice, beautiful shot, Dave.
Okay, one of the things that you're going to see as we move up the calibers is sort of the reaction of the media. And this one, what I noticed immediately about this is the media seemed to move. It seemed to be impacted and not be able to sit still by the 30 Luger caliber. I think we have another video here. This is the examination of the test media of the 30 Luger after it was fired.
That was good enough accuracy through here, the denim, and we go through the ribs, and we know that because we saw the whole separation actually of the watermelon here, and there would be the wound cavity there. Dave, you see this one? Nice. Through the ribs. Now, let's go over here because we also had the back ribs here, and it took some watermelon with it, but through the ribs and out the back, and that's a piece.
Shrapnel from the round.
Yeah, like shrapnel, like from that soft point. But it's a piece of watermelon rind.
Okay, so the 30 Luger, in all respects, folks, this this round has been around a very, very long time, like over 125 years, I think. It's a necked down, basically a necked down 9mm casing, or they call it the beautiful bottleneck sometimes. This is a semi-jacketed soft point bullet, and it does have expansion qualities, and various handguns have been chambered for the 30 Luger. I'm going to say after this test, the 30 Luger is a real caliber, and it is a legitimate defensive handgun caliber, albeit hard to find ammunition. Because the Browning high power was chambered in 30 Luger, and we still see those around and available, we wanted to test it, and I got to tell you, I'm glad we did, because this caliber is legitimate, and what you gain with the 30 Luger over the 32 ACP is basically velocity. Okay, we moved on to the 30 Super Carry, another 30 caliber round. This is the newest caliber of all of them that we tested, and we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what it did.
Got some pop to it.
Okay, guys. I'm very interested in this. It sure looked like there was a nice energy transfer. And we've definitely got an exit wound up the back here too.
I see the entry one from this side, so that'll work too.
Now, I gotta tell you, I think you're going to appreciate the difference Look at the difference in that 32 that we just shot.
You don't have to have a magnifying glass to figure this out. 30 Luger, 30 Super Carry. Federal and their partners in this caliber, Nighthawk and Smith & Wesson, they have a contention that this is nearly a 9mm round, or the ballistics are approaching a 9mm. It is certainly a different effect than what we saw with the 30 Luger or the 32 ACP for sure.
32 ACP, we had to cut through it and cut it open.
That was all
Not this
mangled
one.
up.
We're going to need to cut through this one. Through the front, just sort of kind of exploded there. Right there, and then in through the back rib and then out. Through the back rib as well. Okay, well, I have to say one thing. The Super Carry, this is big league performance, isn't it?
Now, this we've been shooting these 30 caliber bullets, the 30 Luger, the 30 Super Carry, and the AK's 7.62 by 39 is a 30 caliber round as well. It's just moving at 2,450 feet per second. It's got around 1,650, 1,660 foot-pounds of energy. And, you know, we thought, why not? We would take a look and see what happens. I am going to tell you, this one was a shocker. And by the way, we are shooting an actual hollow point out of this 7.62 by 39 rifle. Definitely a reaction by the test media, wasn't it?
That is probably the most destruction we've seen
Easily.
of the ribs. Wow. Yeah. That's the exit wound, and it is impressive.
This thing will tear your arm off.
God damn.
That's a lot of destruction, isn't it?
That exit wound is enormous.
Lost most of the watermelon. What's the entry look like?
Very small.
On the back end of it.
Very clean, and it goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
And
passed
it's-
right through that.
Yeah, it's bone. It hit bone.
Really?
Yep. The bone is shattered in there. That exit wound, that is just impressive.
That's truly crazy. Gentlemen, I think we're done.
There's no meat left in that one.
Actually, now here's part of another thing that makes this whole subject different, because how many, I have read so many opinions online over the years. Big bullets, big heavy bullets, slower, better, yada yada. No, you want velocity. No, you want penetration. No, you want this. No, you want that. And all of them can't be right. And but all of them honestly make a really good case, for what they have to say. And so now we're stepping down in caliber, but we are tripling velocity with the 223, and now we're going to see how the test media does with this scenario. Again, another popular home defense weapon, and we'll just consider this information. What is it that we sacrifice when we downgrade from a long gun for, say, home defense, to a handgun?
AR-15, 22 high velocity, take 2. Damn. High velocity, take 2. God damn.
Look at our entry wound. Right on the tippy top of that. Wouldn't even know that something was there. Did you hit rib? hole right there.
It was intercostal space on both.
Up here.
Okay, this is 380 ACP. This is Spear Gold Dot 90 grain. Okay.
I have to tell you, a lot of people are going to have interest in this one. 380 is very, very popular, especially in your smaller handguns. But
Gold Dot
I have to say, I was very interested in this one.
90 grain. Okay.
Looks like it did more than I was expecting it to. Entry wound.
No exit.
No exit, huh?
There it
Wow.
is.
Wow.
It didn't even, it barely got through the plastic, but it hit rib right there, square on.
Nice.
Did not make it
The
through.
bullet stopped on the second layer of ribs. All right, anything else?
Okay, we're going to go and take a look at a. Now, before we leave this 380, penetration wasn't what we probably would like to have seen. A lot of things I've read over the years, they say, if you're going to go with the 380, go with ball ammunition for more penetration. Possibly they could be onto something there. Look, the 380 ACP is no anemic round by any means. Okay, next up was the 9x18 Makarov.
Okay.
And I'm going to just stop right there. And I want to go back here because this was a surpriser to me. I want to show you this 380 getting shot. We're
Spear
going to go right
Gold
back.
Dot.
We're going to go right back to
90
the
grain.
Makarov next. Here's the shot. Okay, that was, you saw the shock from the 380 or a 9mm short there, and now again the 9mm Makarov.
Okay.
I think if anything, I saw a bit more energy shock happening with the 380. Good, well placed test shot. There's that
It is
red
almost.
front of a Hornady bullet there.
Almost passed all the way through.
Yeah,
Made it through the ribs, didn't make it through the plastic.
Doesn't look like it did much damage to the watermelon.
Yeah, there's one way to find out. Dave, while we're doing this, let's you peel the.
Okay, folks, and I want to let you know, yes, we have been accused of over-branding just about everything. So because we have, this was all completely for humor, the labels.
Hollow point for this Makarov round out of here. And there we can see the path.
That's admirable
Not bad, man.
compared to what we've seen today. That's
And there we go.
see Dave fished it out.
Hornady.
Okay, I'm going to stop right here. We're seeing very good consistency with this ammunition we chose as far as, when these bullets are not getting out of the test media and we're recovering them, you can see what's happening to them. This is modern ammunition, and it doesn't change all that radically from caliber to caliber, to be honest with you. So you start to get the idea that things are just getting a little bit redundant here. But we're learning some very, very good stuff. At this point, the 380 ACP we tested with did have more foot-pounds of energy than the 9x18 Makarov. I think that the test results, if anything, kind of confirm that. And we're going to get to moving on now to our bigger calibers. Now here's the 9x19 millimeter.
Alrighty, now this is Browning 147 grain X point 9 millimeter Luger. Here we go. Alright,
Almost looks sanitary, didn't it?
let's see how the 9 mil did. We got a lot of action here going on. Definitely have an exit.
Yeah. Now, unlike the
Am I the only one videotaping?
Unlike the 380 ACP, we definitely had sufficient penetration. A lot of the what the round did is going to have to be seen here when we open this up.
All right. That's the back. That's quite dramatic. And then out the back of the ribs, almost make you think things were getting bigger as they were going, which they were supposed to do. And I'll say one thing, that is
Have you ever seen a watermelon so well split by a bullet? Look at that.
that is quite convincing. Logan, go ahead and let's see if we can pull that apart, maybe right there, somewhere in there. There we go, like this. There we go. Very good, clean travel. Came in this way. Traveled through going here. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to get real here about this. We were not impressed by this. By comparison to some of the other ammunitions that we tested and calibers that we tested, we weren't terribly impressed by this. We went heavy on the bullet weight and not particularly, overcooking on the velocity part, about 301 foot-pounds of energy. And this is what I say, competent performance. There's no question about this. You'd be served okay with this ammunition in a 9x19 for shooting and for defensive purposes. We do have penetration, we do have expansion, and we do have a bullet doing what it's supposed to do. I think that this testing is going to help us come right back around to the 9x19 millimeter later and probably make more lethal choices as far as selection of ammunition for the 9 millimeter. Now we're going to run to the 38 Super. This was actually the following day when we got the 38 Super ammunition in, so those t-shirts are different this day.
All right, we've got the 38 Super, and this is a Kimber 4-inch barrel. We're ready, Dave. Exited out the back, or close to exiting out the back.
Looks like it blew out.
Traveled through the inside. Looks like we have a piece of either denim or we have a piece of
It's
denim. Yep. Okay. There's our entrance. Exit through the watermelon.
through bone. There's bone fragment.
That's through the bone. Okay. Still fragmenting through the bones and still cooking out the back. So 38 Super does at least what it's expected to do, right?
This is the 357 SIG, and we're going to watch the reaction of the melon. Now this is the fastest feet per second, highest rated foot-pounds of all of the ammunition that we tested in handguns. So here we go.
57 SIG Federal HST 125 grain, and we're ready to see what happens. That was convincing right there.
God damn. Damn.
Still rolling?
Yep. Ooh, the side's off.
That was a lot of energy, and it was very obvious. And we've got noticeable exit wound right there out the back.
Dang.
The entire bottom is blown out.
Yep.
I actually expected this one to make the most damage because of that. It just, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it did. It just blew the whole bottom away.
Sliced the watermelon up in slices.
The back was just, it just came apart. And then we did have the exit out the back ribs as well. Very, very, very convincing stuff on this one.
Still.
And this is 40 Smith & Wesson Remington 180 grain bonded, jacketed hollow point. And here we go.
I want you to watch the reaction of the test media on this one.
180 grain bonded, jacketed hollow point. And here we go.
We have an exit.
Look at the back of those ribs right there. Is there not an entrance right there in the ribs? Yes, there it is. That split the ribs. I'm afraid there's not much left in there that's edible.
Looks that way. That's just shredded.
Okay, so the okay, so the 40 Smith & Wesson and the 357 SIG, both of these showed really destructive characteristics that we were wanting to see. Both of them were very, very, very disturbing to the test media. The energy that appeared to happen to the test media with the 40 was really quite dramatic. Okay, we are going to now run to the 10 millimeter.
All right, 10 millimeter into the BH Advanced Real Life Media.
Ready?
All right, I think a lot of people probably would have expected that 10 millimeter. If the 40 Smith & Wesson almost took it off the table, I think most people would have thought that 10 millimeter would have taken it off the table. But let's see what happened.
All right, 10 millimeter into the BH Advanced Real Life Media.
Ready?
That one hit hard. Entry.
We've got an exit wound.
And we have an exit. Damn.
The cavitation in this one is enormous. It's this, seriously the size of my forearm, the hole that went through this.
That would punch a hole in you.
Absolutely. That'll do,
Not the ribs.
that'll shake your kidneys loose. So that's your exit wound. The ribs are fractured. So this one went right, was on the back side of the watermelon. It hit a rib squarely, and there are shards, just bone fragments all over this. But, yeah,
And do the exit
yeah,
completely?
yeah. So, I can feel it when I stick it through here. I've got bone fragments. Yeah.
We are finishing up the handgun calibers. We got 45 ACP.
That looked like a heavy hit right there. Is quite something. It pretty well busted out everything.
Jacket.
I can't really say exactly what that is. Piece of denim, I think. Mangled up the insides.
Your thoughts, Dave?
So I like
You
this
expect that to go
cavitation
through?
and the way that, we didn't see the explosion that I thought we would see, but I also think the tape is really holding it, keeping it from
Right.
blowing
Well,
up.
from that standpoint, I want to tell you, I think what we're seeing here has some realism. I wasn't expecting to see a human target explode, right? I'm not expecting to see these explode. I'm expecting to see how the bullet performed. And
All right, now we wanted to take another home defense option. 12 gauge, 16 gauge. This happens to be a 16 gauge with number 1 buckshot, not the most common thing around, but likewise, it's like getting hit with a handful of 9mm, I think, kind of all at the same time. It's the way it looks in a paper target. Anyway, number 1 buckshot's not as big as a 9mm, but anyway, we wanted to see this is a home defense option, and how does it compare in our test media?
Mark's standing back. Should I be standing back? You're getting pulverized. Ugh. Where'd it go?
okay, we're not going to be inspecting the wound channel too much on this guys.
Damn. What'd it do to the ribs?
We may have scoured up
Hole there.
scavenged for all the ribs. Hey, you gonna get more ribs out of this?
I wouldn't try to get more ribs out of this.
Okay.
Nothing.
We were getting hungry around this time. Okay, now we're going to go from that to a 12 gauge slug, but I want to point something out. When we have shot this test media with the 223 and the
AR-15, 22 high velocity, take 2.
the force is just giving our shooter Dave a shower, and Logan was actually getting some of that too. So this is like coming back at them because it's exploding with such kind of force, and they kind of did an extra good job of taping this one up. So I'm interested. You got to see what happens with this one.
Today, this is the commonly available 12 gauge slug.
Well, that's deer slug.
Ready? Fire in the hole.
Damn, guys.
What the hell? Are you shitting me? Give me.
That one on my team.
I think our
right
cameraman took a
there.
look.
That's the one. I want that one on my team, guys. Without a doubt. No question.
All right, let's check out the entry wound.
Oh, it's everywhere. It is everywhere.
What the?
You think they're coming to on camera, brother?
I got it in my neck.
One last test. It's a bad day to be a watermelon. Got a 1 ounce deer slug. Coming at our unarmed and unarmored watermelon. Ready, Dave?
Ready? Fire no.
Shit. All right. Well, how do you look? You don't look so bad.
Yeah.
How do I look?
That's a nice spread. Nice spread.
Very nice. All right, I think we can conclude that 12 gauge, man, all reliable, by far, gonna do the most damage.